Good morning, good evening, welcome to everybody jumping in. I'm looking off to the side because I want to put in my, where's my thing? There it is, productivity stream day. Our music is supplied by Creator Mix. If you're wondering what on earth is going on and you have never been to one of these productivity streams before, we are going live to get some stuff done, right? So it's not going to be like our regular Thursday streams where I'm chatting all the time and we've got, all the multi-cameras and everything. Now today we will be multi-cameraing because of the task I've got to get done. I'm definitely going to be sharing the nightmare that is my desk. The music's a bit loud. Sorry, I realized it was set way too loud, especially for right now at the start. I'll pump that up a little bit at the end. Sorry. But yeah, so I will be, I've got a couple of crates that I haven't gone through in a little bit. One of them is just full of messy yarn that was, a mess and a nightmare, and that one's still there. The other one is full of either tests or projects that I want to frog that I've never gotten around to it. So I've pulled out the Caydo and a pile of projects to frog. So let me know in the chat what it is you're going to be doing during this time that we've got together to get some work done. I'm assuming it's a better volume now. So, man, I grabbed my phone to turn on the lights and then didn't turn on the lights. There we go. Pretty lights are on. So yeah, so welcome. Let me know what it is you're going to be working on while we're doing this. I'm going to switch if I can find my scene switcher, because it is such a mess. Here we go, scene switch. I'm covering all the mess, so that's cool. This is something I'll do if I've got more time, but let me just see if I can I just, I can't really. There we go. All of these projects over here need frogging. And you are not on Do Not Disturb. Look at that. I was ready all early and then got sidetracked by finding more and more projects to do this with. There is one that I need your help with, and we won't do that one just straight away. I want to clear a couple that are nearly fine, but they're not. And I realized there's a lot still on needles, so I'm reclaiming needles as well out of this. Last night I found 2 extra sets I had 1 extra set already, but I found another 2 sets that I need to pull apart and put back away in the new storage. So yeah, so I've got plenty of beverages. I have lots of tea, I have coffee, I have tons of water. So let's just get into it, right? Let's get into it. So I'm going to push my keyboard out of the way because I need the space for the Ballwinder. But is the music volume fine permanently, or should I just eke it up just a little for what we're doing here? So this one here, it's like a beautiful, I think it was a lace weight, but I think it came in a ball, or no, it came in a skein, and I was traveling and didn't have a ball winder, so I actually hand wound this from a skein, did this much, realized I didn't like the needles that I was working with, and pulled it out. So I love the yarn is amazing, but I didn't like the needles, so I think I was testing something. Let's see if that is good. Music is good. All right, so we've got our power supply for the Caydo. So there's your power supply spot. There it is over there. So I'll pop you on the other side. Or I could just. I love that I can just connect this up with a power brick. I don't have to try and mess around trying to find actual proper power. There's so many projects here, and just little things like like this cotton just needs reballing, like there's a couple like that, but then there's a couple that are just like projects that I gave up on. Okay, what about are you winding into balls and then into skeins? What about the kinked yarn bits? Look, right now, I'm just going to rewind it into balls, and then I can decide down the track once everything's pulled out of the projects. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about the kinky bits. For some of them, it's more than others. Like for this one, it's just this one little section, whereas others, it's a lot. So we'll see. But right now, I just want to get it to be not this and tidier so I can make some decisions. Let's have a quick look in the chat. See who's Kerry Randall is here. She has got her coffee and her water and her pepperonia on her lap. Kelly is working on her lagoon sweater that she put in the Facebook Fun Zone posts. Bianca is working on her camisole by Pearl Soho. It's my own take on it, of course. Stephanie Miller is in the house. Hey, Stephanie. From Riverside in Southern California. Oof. I hope that you're south enough California that you are safe right now. I don't really know the geography of of much of America at all. So yeah, so let's just get it started. So this particular one, I'm just going to frog it back first and then wind it from the frogged bits. Okay, I don't have the other end of the ball. Otherwise I would work the frog bits on the outside so they're at least a little under tension. This one, it'll be the exception. This, I have no idea what this yarn is. I know I bought it at Bendigo. It might be Shepherdess. It might not be. I have no idea. I have no paper. Although I do think I bought 2 of it. I remember 2, you know? There may not be 2. Look, I feel like a little kid tucked it down here. I just need to, there we go, fix that up. Okay, let's get in here. So, funnily enough, I was actually checking out a post on just, you know, it was a short or a reel or something. It was a short video, and it's this family that I follow because their content is hilarious. And the son's like come out of his room and he's got ADHD and he's just like, Dad, can you just come and sit in my room and just hang out with me? You do your own thing, but just while I do some gaming. And the dad was just like, wait, what? So I'm just going to sit there, and he goes, yeah, just bring something to do your own thing. And I thought, it's so like our live streams here where we just sit and do our own thing, but together. So, all right. Oh, going. Oh, and of course, I wrapped it the wrong way. So did I go that way? I need to go this way. All right, let's try again. I've got a little tail hanging out there. It'd be funny if this was going to the beat of the music. Perhaps not. Oh, caught on my fingers. Okay, hang on. I think I'm going to need a little bucket or something down on the ground, or a bowl, or a project bag. Project bag will do the job, right? You're nearly empty in here, aren't you? You are now. Fold your sides down. Make your bowl shaped. Oh, no. I'm going to melt hell? They've just shut my door on me. I'm gonna die. Let's have a look here. Stephanie says it's about 80 miles away. Okay, oh, that's good. So you are safe. Did you get your hair cut again? No, I have not. No. Knit Spin Girl says, I'm knitting sleeves in my jumper. Hate knitting sleeves. Still in the first one. Did I freak out and dislodge your plug? Oh, I did make it a center pull ball. Look at that. I'm made of clever, but now look at that. I'm trying to pull it because it's off to a side. All right, we don't need it in a bucket after all. It's just really not wanting to come out is the issue here. I'm like, it might be so tight in there that I actually accidentally snap it. Where's a crochet hook? What on earth did I do here? All right, well, we've got the other end of the ball now. So what I'm going to do is just take this off and start at the other end of the ball because that's not coming out of the middle. And I will just have to carefully guide it. This is going to be a nightmare, everybody. This has turned into an official nightmare. I thought, oh, let's start with an easy one. Let's start with an easy one, she says, hopefully. The answer is no. Let's see if I can do this at the same time. Stephanie says, I'm working on a pair of socks. My hubby used the Addy Flex and Flips for the first time. Oh, what did you think? Josephine says she's already been productive. She's mended a hole in her Sierra cardigan. So now I don't have to do housework, right? Absolutely. You get to hang out with us. I told my hubby I wanted an electric yarn winder, so happy that you are showing how one works. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this is the little Caydo one. It's actually not bad value for an electric ball winder. And you can totally plug it into mains power, but I don't have a spare power point in this room. They're all used up with lights and computers and, you know, audio gear and all that kind of stuff. I could probably go, I could probably go faster, and the second I go faster, it's gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, I want to slow back down again. Okay. Trying to work out the angle to hold this side on. There's a bit of Snowy hair in this. This is how old this is. Snowy's not around anymore. Actually, it could be Jazzy hair, which is even longer. All this time I thought I'd just stop doing it because of the needles. But if I got to that point where I was trying to pull the yarn out and I couldn't, that would have made me put it away as well. So yeah. Just a second. Oh, it's a beautiful color and it feels gorgeous, honestly. Feels gorgeous. So definitely worth retrieving. Some yarns, like in this crate, I'm looking at them and I'm like, I'm so not going to bother retrieving that. That's not worth the effort. I'm just going to bin it. So I have actually gone through and binned a couple of things as well, or prepared to bin some things. But then like all the stuff that I actually liked, I've pulled it. Now this Ballwinder can go faster, but this is just a better temperature, a better speed for me to keep an eye on it without it, you know, because I don't have it clamped to anything. It's got a clamp, but I don't have it clamped to a table, so it just sort of falls over when it pulls. Like, can I open my coffee? Can't. I've got to turn it off to open the coffee up. Oh, goodness me. You know when you make yourself just the best cup of coffee? That's what I've done today. The other advantage of the Yetis today is there's so much fluff flying around that it's just nice that it's not landing in my drink. So I've got my Yeti for my coffee, I've got a Yeti for my tea, and a Yeti for my water. And I love the Yetis I have. I really do. I am tempted by the ones with the straw, like not the flip up straw, but just the round straw. I'm tempted by those. I find those like, and I want one with like a handle, that'd be easier for in the car and stuff. But not so tempted that I've even picked a color. Like the idea is tempting, but also Yeti tragic. I'm actually planning on clearing out a drawer in our kitchen that historically we've used for like plastics. Like, you know, like all the stuff that my daughter used to take her school lunches in. Like she's 20 years old now. Oh, stop, hang on. This is what I was worried about. It getting tangled around the bit poking out. Okay. I wonder if I could just shove a crochet hook in there. We'll see if that works. I feel like I'm holding a lollipop, a very pretty lollipop. I think it is Jazzy hair. It's got the two-tone because she was a what was she considered? She was a tabby, a tortoise shell tabby. Oops, there we go. Hey Holly, good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. Dude, this is I mean, this is not the fastest way to do this. Let me tell you. But I'm actually okay with it at the same time. Oh, stop. Get back on the lollipop. I can tell you I wound this ball way too tight. Kelly's asking if you could do it with a yarn, but the problem is because it goes all over the place, I have to keep moving the angle of it because I don't want it to accidentally tangle around this extra little ball that we started with before. So I've got to find like the right angle. Oops, there we go. All tangled around my hook. Oh, stop. There we go. That was like, what did I not want it to do? That thing there that it just did. All right, let's try again. I think this is probably like the hardest one to do out of all of them, and I thought it was going to be like the easiest because I thought we'd just be able to pull from the middle. Very curious to see how it looks in the middle, and find out why we couldn't pull it. Oh. Stop. Now, if you had your skein Ballwinder clamped to the bench and weren't frogging, doing normal stuff, none of this would be happening, right? So this is not the Ballwinder's problem. This is a Chantel problem. This is not the Ballwinder at all. Crochet with Claire has made it. Great to see you, Claire. Stop. Ball is really growing though. Yeah, Claire, I really love that it stops. I mean, it pulls on it, but it does stop trying to twist it mostly. Oh, wait a second. I'm right in the middle of this section with my hook. So I have to do this one the old-fashioned way with my hand. Just realized, like, I'm like leaning back really hard. I need to realize that you guys can't even see what I'm doing with my hands. Send it rocking. Oh, stop. As I said, you can totally clamp this to the table. It's got some solid weight under it, like if you weren't being dumb and doing what I'm doing, you wouldn't be having this problem. Like, be smarter than me. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the winder's a pretty new gadget. Kelly picked it up in the sales for us. We did a little group, like a couple of us put in together to get free postage. Why did you stop? It's so close to the end. I actually like that the tension's really, like, it didn't just try to take all the yarn through, like it would have divided it off. Here we go. Actually, I've dropped that in the little bucket down the side here. and that can go forth and roll around. We should have a bucket cam. But like, go the bucket cam. All right, it's done. Yay. There's my little end for the other end. Look at that. That's such a nice ball. I really have to say, and they're not overly tight. Like, look, can you see in the middle? Let me just grab a light so that we can flash a light at you. Pink light. So there's plenty of like space in the middle so that you can, it's not over compressed. So gotta love that, right? But what I will do is I like to unwind just a little and then bring it around so I can just tuck the end in so there's less chance of it coming undone. I mean, it sometimes still comes undone, but less chance. So there we go. You could put the bucket in the wick. Actually, that's a real, oh no, I can't because it's around, it's not in the right angle for the thing. But what I could do is I could move Louis Cam. Oh, could I? No, the camera the phone that I can use for Louis Cam. Oh, it is this one. Hang on. Camera. See what we can do here. Alright, let's see if we can connect Louis Cam in. Louis Cam. Oh, he's connected to the front. That is the iPhone. Oh no, it's not the iPhone. Alright. That's the problem. This phone needs the cord to work. Can I run the cross? Or is it too... No, I can't. Alright, what we can do is we charge up the other phone and very soon I'm like, I actually have another power bank. I could probably do it. Let me go and grab another power bank. Handbag power bank has been retrieved. The things that we do, right? Okay. Let us grab this guy here. Oh wait. Like, oh no, his cord doesn't work. I'll just steal the cord. Who's that? Lightning cable cord. Charging. Alright. It needs just a little minute because it's got like nothing. So what I might do is while it's got nothing, I will charge it from here. So we need just a little bit of time to set it up and then we will have it, alright? Just need to, I didn't charge the right phone. That's ready. Can we light the bucket? Okay, let's choose the next yarn. Okay. I'll give that power bank a charge while it's doing its thing. Alrighty. Coffee. We're going. We're doing. Okay, next one. That cable out of the way, we don't need it. One yarn down. Like, I need something a bit easier after that. So this is one here. This is one of my hand dyes. This was used in a workshop of teaching people how to make a necklace out of chains. It's not Andromeda, it's a different one. It's got a little bit more tooth to it. So I don't know if I'd wear it next to my skin, but it's still really pretty. So I would still like to save it if at all possible. Alright, what I might do is I might just put a fast frog into the bucket and then wind it from there. Oh, hello, that snapped. Well, bin that bit. I should have a bin here, and we'll just... Alright. Hadn't seen that princess gif before? Well, now you have. Alright. Coffee. Alright, we're into the center pull of the ball now. Oh, that just snapped. Maybe there's something wrong with the yarn. I mean, it's pretty old. Try one more time. If it snaps again, we'll ditch it. That can be our sign that maybe it's damaged. Okay. See you later, Claire. Have an awesome one. Oh. Just realised that that's not enough tension. Let's pull back a little bit. That's better. Yeah, I don't want to put too much tension on just in case it snapped it again, but I suppose some tension is needed, right? Yeah, if it's going to break, better to know now. That's true. That's true. There we go. That's it. Let's get this one done. It's just messy and it's just in the way. Where is the end is the question. I wanted to compare if this was a 4-ply or an 8-ply. Oh, it's definitely the 8-ply. All right. Okay. Oh, there's an end. Alrighty. Might hold this up on the table for a little bit till I get through some of the bath here. I don't even know what I made with the rest of this 8-ply. Sort of, I don't know even what colour this is. It's a Bendigo cotton, a creamy colour. Maybe it's parchment? Oh, maybe this is what I joined my, what do you call it? The, that Granny Go Round jumper. This might have been the yarn that I used to join that. I mean, this is how long ago some of this stuff is. Like, it's that long ago. Like, when was Granny Go Round? Like 2019, 2020. So that's 5 years. I know that's hard to believe, but it's 5 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Oh, Emma's in the chat. Hey, Emma. Good to see you. Oops. I'm all tangled up here. At the last little bit. Done. Another one bites the dust. Okay. What's next? I think your sea glass granny squares are trying to find a video. I was thinking about your sea glass granny squares and trying to find a video of a join that doesn't use yarn but couldn't find one. It's where you interlock the existing side loops. I think I know the one you mean, but what I've actually found, which I posted, is 2 strands of 4-ply cotton, Bendigo cotton, works beautifully. So let's. So that's the beach glass. That's the Bendigo 4-ply cotton. So and I have a ton of Bendigo 4-ply cotton in a few different colours. So I'm actually going to let me just put this back on because I like them over here. So yeah, the 2 strands of the 4-ply cotton work out to a really nice worsted weight, and then yeah, so it's just, you know, a bit of jiggery pokery, but I think it can totally work. So the squares work out to be about 2 grams heavier because the Bendigo, excuse me, is pure cotton, whereas the beach glass is a cotton acrylic blend. So that explains why it's a little bit heavier for the same size square. But I think it can totally work. And then I was digging through Stash and I found some latte 4-ply cotton So I've got that, and I've got like a ton in this soft purple and other pastels that'll work really well with the beachy colors. So I think I'm pretty good, and I'm not going to need to buy any new yarn. I'm not even going to buy the 3 balls that I thought I needed to finish the number of squares I wanted. I'm just going to dot through some other pastels in the Bendigo 4-ply cotton and fill out the extra 30 squares that way. So yeah. But I appreciate you thinking about it. I don't know which of this nightmare to broach next. What's this one right here? Oh, that just needs a rewind. It's just a mess. Is that going to come from the center pull? Maybe we can just have a nice little rewind, something a bit easy. Well, you know, I say easy, but I thought the first one was going to be easy and it wasn't. This is my Colson. This is the last skein of Colson that I personally own, and I've been really fussy about what I'm going to make with it. I think I was testing out a technique. Oh yeah, I was testing out the hold 3 strands together, like do the chain looping. I don't know why I did it with this yarn. It's probably handy. Alright. I'm gonna move that to not joggle a cord. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look, I'll pull Louis Cam for now. I'm charging up the oh, there we go. It's turned. There we go. Alright, so this is just showing like this is the pile. I've yet to decide what I'm doing with it. I wonder if I can, just gonna leave that just like that for just a second while I go over here. I can't get it up in the stand just yet, and it still needs a bit more charge. There we go. Sort of bucket can. How's that? Let's have a look here. Was yay for finding solutions, win for winding up the stash, always good. Yeah. Oh, that is nice, but now I want to see the inside of the top too. What? I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about there. Oh, we're talking about the float side of a pat color work. Now I understand the context. I am less concerned. Less concerned. All right, so the other thing I've got here, and I don't think the Ballwinder is going to be able to help. I was working on this, which, oh, stop. But it's like a row of sock yarn and a row of like BFL. So it's that one, and where's the other yarn? So I've actually got to unwind two. So, but I mean, I really liked it, but I just don't know if I would. I don't know the pattern that I was using. So, like, do I just, like, what do I do? Do I continue on with it or frog it? But I can't remember the pattern that I was using. I don't even know if, oh, hang on, there's broken yarn right there. So that's answered the question. It will be frogged. All right, well, that answers that question. Do you guys like having bucket cam? We have the cleverest names for things, do we not? Actually. Dual wield, electric and hand wind together. I mean, that could work potentially. So I don't know. I haven't decided if that'll be the next one. I've got this here that just needs fixing. It just needs a rewind. This one here, I'm not sure what I was even doing. I think I was testing to see if a pattern would show up in it, and it did. But I don't know if I went any further with it than that. So there's that one. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of where I just had a little go with something. And then I was like, yep, that looks good. And then move on to something else for whatever reason. So there's that one as well. This one's a hand dyed. This is not. This one I bought. So there's that. Then there's this one here that is a sock. It's the second zigzagular sock, yep, there we go, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what happened to the first sock. It could be in a crate somewhere, not done. Or I don't know, that's very blown out. Let me just see if I can fix that. Down a bit. But yeah, so that sock is the zigzagular sock. It's a really nice pattern, but it is a top-down pattern. And oh, that was the problem. The sock didn't fit. So the other sock hasn't fit, but there's only, you know, yarn for one sock there, but it's one of my hand-dyed, so I will claim that back. This is going to be all little pieces, I think. I was going to make Abby, oh yeah, I think it was Abby. It looks too small to, actually I think it was for me, but I realized it was too small. I was going to make a beautiful entrelac sweater using this, all my sort of bits of hand-dyed yarns, and then a bordered mission. So those ones, and then this one here is a sock. I have no idea what the pattern is. It's probably something very simple, but it was too, it's too tight at the top. And so I'm going to frog that, but I believe this was hand dyed by Abby. This was one of her Christmas specials, so I want to save that yarn for something that I'll actually wear. But yeah, I made the top way too tight for my leg. There's no way that's going to fit me. So that needs frogging, but like, look, needles, needles. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like, all these colors work so well together. Yeah, definitely. And I've got other colors that would work with these as well. So there's probably enough for like some sort of fade or something like that, like jacket or top, that I could utilize all this for. Oh, Abby's yarn was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. She made quite a few skeins we were able to sell. So I think she did 4 or 6 of them. So she was very proud of herself. She was pretty young back then. Oh, we're coming up to the pancake part. There we go. If that's not a full 100-gram skein, it's pretty dang close to it. See, like, you guys know me, like, I will complain about people who wind their balls of yarn and store them wound. Like, I am that person. But there's so little tension in this ball that it's like my finger can go all the way through, that I'm not concerned about the tension on this yarn. So, next, should we do something a little bit more challenging or just clear some space? I think I'm just gonna clear some space. This was one of my first colorways that I fell in love with. I think it was Atlantis. I think that's what we were calling it. I could be wrong, but I just loved this one. It was all like blues, and this camera does nothing for it. That one's a bit better. But yeah, it's such a beautiful yarn. This is actually going to be a bit more messy than I thought it was, so we might get it out of the way. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I banged the camera. Okay. Yeah, she was so little when she did it, but yeah. And I was paying her per skein that she did and all that sort of stuff, so I made sure she got paid. She didn't get paid a lot, but in saying that, she didn't have any of the overheads. I think I paid her, I think the skeins were sold for $25. I had to pay for the yarn, pay for the dye, list them all for sale. And I think I worked out that my profit was going to be like $5 or $6. So I gave her $4. So she really did get the lion's share. She didn't feel like she got the lion's share. Let's have a look. I've been missing the chat. My float pics are on the original fun zone, post in fun zone. I have trouble adding pics to chat threads. Okay. Do I have like a white bucket that would be easier than this bag that's sort of, has it, I'm getting too picky is what it is. Then the other things that we've got here is this, which this is, I bought this mohair as second cut locks. I washed it, I dyed it, I combed it, and then I crocheted it into this. So this is all, I think it's all just one thing. So I'm tossing up whether or not to finish it, right? Just finish it, or frog it and use the yarn for something else. So, I don't know. And it is pure mohair, but it's so soft and like, so shiny. It's amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that's the last of the color to go through. It's like a deep burgundy red. That camera is really doing nothing for the colors here. So I don't know whether or not to frog it. I suppose what it is that I'm just not a big fan of this sort of pattern. I think I was choosing like a mesh so it's nice and stretchy and soft and airy so it would go a long way. Because I think there's only like 25 grams. I think my rainbow packs of hand dyed were 25 grams. Like that, 25 grams of this mohair used to take me hours to process. Oh no, this is 55 grams or 50. It's like it's just going everywhere. Oh. It's 56 grams that I've got here. So I must have done 2 packs together. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with that. Yeah, I don't know what I'd make with it if I unraveled it either. I would probably make a, like, because this was back before I was comfortable knitting. This has been sitting there for so long. So I could probably make a really loosely knitted cowl, like, and rainbow stripes and just have it sit. Like this mohair is so soft, I can have it next to my neck. So, yeah. But the other thing is I'm not a big wearer of actual scarves. I prefer a cowl over a scarf. I don't like danglies, things that could get caught on stuff. But yeah, that's some of these things are just here because I don't know what to do with them, whether to frog them or to go ahead with them. And some of them are like, I don't even remember what I was making or how I was making it, so. I actually took a before photo of all the yarn on the desk. The lights weren't on, it was a bit dark, but I took a before photo of like all the crap. So I want to take a photo at the end to have all like the balls of everything. This is such a good view, right? Yeah, that's definitely going to need 2 ball winders at the same time, isn't it? Yeah, Kelly, I think you might be right. I mean, it's got some serious meterage. Like I could definitely, I think I would love to unravel it and then start knitting a cowl with it, like a nice open lacy cowl. Or like a big needle, like not so much lace stitches, but like just a big needle project. Like, you know, this is like, the yarn itself is definitely lace weight. So maybe use like a 3 or 4 mil needle instead of a 1.5 or a 2. I think it could just make a beautiful soft lacy thing. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, that's the thing. If you're not going to wear it, frog it and reclaim the yarn for something else. Oh, hang on. Stop. Got a tangle. Let me get that for you. Yeah, so I've got so many like bits and bobs out there that I have done as like stitch tests and pattern tests. That was dumb. I wound it the wrong way. Put it up to full speed rather than turn it off. Like an idiot. Look at that one. So pretty. Got another ball. Just don't lose that needle. You're gonna need that for later. Maybe. Let us do this one. Where is the yarn coming from? This is another one that's a deceptive mess. Because I think like the outside of the ball was unraveling and then the actual knitting came from the inside of the ball. It's like fluff. Look, there's some silk. That's probably causing a problem as well. Alrighty, now for the next question, do we go from the outside of the ball and then do this bit at the end? So that is tensioned more on the outside of the new ball, or do I start with this bit? I really like that pattern. I wish I knew what I was working on there. That's so funny. Let's have a look. I have a little pile of things that I don't wear that I plan to frog. Not looking forward to that job. Maybe next productivity stream. Yeah. Yeah, you could save it for the retreat and use it for the winder. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. Should I work from the outside of the ball and have this at the bottom and have that as the last? I think that would be easiest. I actually think it might be the easiest. I mean, it's a really badly wound ball for a start. Good job past Chantel, because that's going to be awkward keeping that out of the fray to start with. All right, I think I've made my decision here. Let's get the ball in there. find the end. This is the end as you know it. Alrighty. Get this guy over here. This green is really pretty. I can't remember where I got it from. Definitely looks hand dyed though. So whoever hand dyed that, good job. Looks nice. Glad I bought it. Alrighty, more decisions. So we're frogging that. This is getting frogged. Brown. See, like this was another thing where I was like, oh yeah, I like how that looks. Cool, done. Move on to the next thing. I want to reclaim this because this is some of that spring cotton, but like some of that original first batch, you remember. But I also have this guy here that needs frogging, which I was trying a lacy sock in the spring cotton. Hello, another set of needles. But I happen to have 2 balls in the darker purple, at least 1 ball in the lighter purple, and some scraps in the pink. So there's well and truly enough here for a beautiful cotton top, with just some fade or some color or something. How are you going there? You all right? So, you know, if I can reclaim this and reclaim that, do some weighing, because that's 400 grams, probably nearly close to exactly 400 grams just in those 2 colors. Plus add in like a lighter purple and a hot pink. We're probably getting close to 600 grams. And I do think I've got another lighter purple over in another spot. So I'm not going to make any decisions yet of exactly what I want to make, but I want to make something. So these 2, they need frogging. Oh, what are you? Hang on. Look, once I've done all this, Bianca, I probably won't need this Ballwinder for a bit. You could always just come and borrow it. Like, Bianca's local to me. It doesn't need a power bank. You can plug it into your mains power. Kerry says, I bought a Nitty Noddy last year, but I've not frogged anything yet from my unfinished. I have too much yarn choice without frogging. Yeah, my issue was this was taking up way too much space, and because it was so disheveled, it was doing my head in. So I figured if I could clean it up and have it look more like that than that, my brain would be kinder. Also, it shows that I've got actually more sock yarn than I thought I did. I wanted to get involved in the 11T1 Windmills is doing like the stash sock along, and I went to pick some skeins to wrap and realized and was like, oh, I don't have enough sock yarn to like do 12 packs or even 8 packs, and so I decided not to join in. But like I'm looking here and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4, probably with some help, just in this pile alone, let alone anything else. So and there's more to choose from. Like this was just a selection of the stuff. There's actually not a lot more of the stuff out there I want to keep, which I think I brought in most of it. Not that I'm expecting us to be able to get it all done today, but it would be nice to, I feel like we're putting a nice big fat dent in it, for sure. But yeah, it's actually mesmerizing, even for me, just watching them go round and round and all that stuff. Just wish I could put this up in a better spot. Oh, hang on, stop. We're getting closer to Angela says, I have a project that I should frog but probably won't because it's just so early in the project and I don't use that much yarn. Nispin Girl says, I packed up the 12 skeins for the sock of the month and can't even see where they came from. I have so much sock yarn. Well, and that was the thing. I was like, I've got so much sock yarn, I could do this in a like cakewalk. And then I'm like, wait a second, why haven't I got enough sock yarn? And it's just because my yarn storage is not organized. That's all it is. None of this yarn is in wrappering, Kelly, so I can't tag it as sock yarn. Just holding it up. I think 4 plastic tubs stuffed to bursting with sock yarn plus some overflow. Yep, that sounds awesome. That's what I thought I had. But the answer is no. And there's probably more than I think, but I've actually pushed my desk. I've got like a little table in front of my Kallax, and there's a cube I can't get to, and I don't know what's in it. Knowing my luck, it's probably full of hand-dyed sock yarn. Oh, we're coming up to the end. Much left. Funny. I tied a little thing in so that my little end wouldn't come undone. La la la. Do do do. Another one bites dust. We should just do one of these crochet ones to get it done. I can undo my wear. Very well done. Not. Good job, me. Go past me. That was never coming out, was it? Given that some true welly, like yoinked it. I don't even end my skeins off like that. I end my squares off that way anymore. Alrighty, let's see. The garter stitch of the striped hem. That's awesome. Angela says I bought a yarn genie back in October and I'm finally using it and I think I'm in love. Oh, I love it when we love our tools, honestly. I missed the happy dance. Someone ran through the happy dance up and I didn't see it. So I was absorbed. Oops, turn you off. There we go. Just a little ball. Go over here with the up. I'm tossing up what to do with this. Whether I just like that's got to get like let's just pull it straight off the needles, right? Like that's got to come off the needles no matter what. More interchangeables. Good job, me. All right, I'll sort these out into their tubs later. All right. Yeah, because I mean, there's no real reason to rewind the whole ball. The rest of it's fine. So I'm thinking that we just. No, what do we do? Like, do I just frog it out and just wind a little ball and store them next to each other? Like, or do I actually have to rewind the whole lot? While we decide on that. Oh, hello. Just knocked me on it. Right down. Okay. While we decide on that one, do this one. I'm like, if I'll have to see if it snaps it. Because, I mean, the mohair's pretty strong, but it's strong enough, you know? I don't know why I have to unplug it and plug it back in. I'm going to turn it off. I don't think I made that tight enough in there. Because when I spun this up, I actually plied it one strand like thread and one strand of the mohair, so I could get more meters out of it. Yeah, I don't normally name my cast, but quite often a name comes from like the number plates. Like my extra, we called her Roz because that was the number plate. Abby's named her car. I don't believe my husband's named his car. You know what, I actually, like, even just now, I already feel like I've gotten so much of this done. And even like it's because I've been doing it, it's just digging through the crate and deciding. I think, oops, hang on. I think that was like a big part of it for me, was like actually making the decision to sit down and frog all of these. All right, we're moving into the orange. Alright, we're coming up to the top of the thing. Looks like I've got to join somewhere down here too. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Come on. so close to the next color. Stop being a fluffy thing. What on there? Something's happened with the yarn. Let me just... The ball moved up. Yeah, it was surprisingly well from the fabric. You did jinx it. I'm blaming you personally. No, it's actually going better than I anticipated from the fabric. It's just these edge stitches. It gets them every time, right? I'm just gonna move and get a bit more comfier. Alrighty. Oh, we're gonna be moving into the green. Woot woot, here it goes. Torrential rain for Deb. Really? Where are you, Deb? Are you at home? Oh, the freezer trick is great. Yeah. Like if you've got really fluffy mohair, because this mohair is not super fluffy. It doesn't have a lot of halo. Because I hand combed it, and then created nets. So I only had the longest, most beautiful, lustrous bits of the silk. There's no short fiber. So while it's got a halo, but it's not like, let me just grab a bit that's not just been tugged at. But like if you have a look here on the secondary camera, it does have a halo, but it's not like the mohair silk yarns that you see. It's very hard to show you. It does technically have a halo, but it's nowhere near what you're thinking when you're like, oh, because it's not like Leo 2. It's not super fluffy. It's slinky. But there is still a little bit of a halo, and it does still catch a little bit, like as I'm pulling it out. So it's not like I have to, you know, it's not like Leo 2 or mohair kids silk or anything like that. Oh, Deb's at home and got torrential rain. I wonder if we're going to get any of that. Do you know what? I'm so happy to see this unwinding, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to make, and my brain's instantly on the, I'm going to make, you know, a really nice cowl with this. Whereas before it was just this project of like, oh, that's so annoying. You know, considering I know, like, it could, to do 50 grams of this silk, of this mohair, not silk, it could take me 6 or 7 hours of processing. It is just a really long, laborious process. But I used to love doing it so much. Good shoulder. It's a good shoulder workout. What are you caught on? Nothing. I don't understand why you stopped. Neither do you, it seems. We're coming up to the blue. I used to do this well before I started even yarn dyeing. Really? Why did you stop? Just needed a moment, did you? Got to check my chart. Second round completed. Good job. Oh, we're nearly at the second last color of this. And Hi, Susanna. Good to see you. So I think I'm upsetting the Ballwinder a little bit. The constant jogging. But we're nearly done with this one, and this will be the hardest one, little Ballwinder. We can do this. We can do it. Got this, little Ballwinder. You can do this. You can do anything. Angela says you have way more patience than I have. I would have chucked it by now. Oh, I know how long it took me to process the fiber to turn this into yarn. I have a lot more patience for this one than just about anything else. Because this is my hand spun as well. So I hand processed the locks, dyed them, then I hand combed them, then spun them. Like I can give it a little bit of grace in the fact that I'm pulling it apart from a project that, you know, like that it's doesn't want to be pulled apart from apparently. We're on to the last colour soon. We're nearly done. We'll do an easy one next. I think we've earned it. Here we go, into the final colour. You know when you think you've got to click it past the click and then you realise, nope. So close. I can't give up now. Come on. Stinker, we've got this. I need my pin. Try and separate the foot. Okay, let's not budging. Like pure determination now. Comes the rain from Bianca. Oh, awesome. Use a little bit of rain, I think. Hopefully it cools some things down and doesn't just make it more humid, because that can happen too. It's like, oh yay, rain. Oh no, it's just standing in soup now. Come on, little thing. It's so close. Look at this. I can feel the end. Don't make me give up on you right here at the end. I feel like such a failure if you do that. Heading off for lunch. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. See you later, Deb. Have an awesome one. I hope you're all doing well in your projects and what you're getting done work-wise. I feel like I'm achieving. Just this last little end of this is trying to skunk me. so close, you guys. We're nearly there. Kelly says, I'm stuck a little. I'm doing my sleeves two at a time and I'm up to the decreases. Only they are center decreases at the same spot I have for the beginning of the round. So my stitches need to decrease a split up. I tend to just sort of move my markers around and then put the decrease like a couple of stitches, like, you know, like I work out how many decreases I'm going to be doing and then move them over, like, and just put stitch markers in rather than so that I don't have to decrease, like, you know, slip the stitch across to decrease it or anything like that. I don't know if that describing that helped you at all. Now that I think back on it, that made 0 sense, but I would move that point of the needle around to the, like that point of the decreases away from the ends of the round, like the, where the, you know, and then move it more towards the mid, like the end of the needles, and move it towards the middle of the needles. Don't know if that helped at all. I need some coffee. I'm sorry. Oh, you might go rogue. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, and sometimes we just have to do that. So close to the end. We're in the last, like this, I think it's like the second last row. Now, if I have to sacrifice here at the chains, I'm okay with that. If that makes any sense. There we go. I'm sacrificing that purely for my sanity. I will say this is the most glorious looking ball, not just because of how much effort it took us to get it, but look at that. Right? That is gorgeous. I'm so happy with that, and I'm very happy I persevered. All right, let's have a look in the chat here. Samantha has gotten a cuff done and 1 yarn chicken, so that is awesome. Well done, Chantel. So little waste of precious hand spun. Yeah, I was like, and quite often when I get back to those chains, I quite often lose that little bit of yarn, so I don't feel like I lost a lot, if that makes any sense. You guys, that one was hard. Okay, that one was hard. Let's do something easy. We're just gonna frog this back. I don't even know what this is. This stuff feels really nice, so whatever this green yarn is. It's in like a little donut. Is it a cotton? Or I don't know what it is. Very nice. In the bucket. Sorry, having a green bucket and then green yarn. All right, let's. Oh. Okay. And of course I had to get a knot in what I frogged. I couldn't just have an easy one, right? You know what's kind of cool is being able to watch the ball from here rather than having to do this. I can just watch it on the screen. We both had a win. Like having a look at like what can we do next? I've got this that just needs a rewind. And I've got a sock blank, but I'm actually thinking I'll actually wind that straight onto the Swift because that will definitely need a bath to get rid of the sock blank wiggles. Because I started knitting with it and I just didn't like how it was coming out. Like I didn't like that, that wasn't nice and neat. And I'm sure blocking and steaming would fix it, but would it fix it all? I don't know. So I've got that sock blank to fix up. So that one, I've already decided I'm not going to just ball wind that one. So I should move it away. Okay. So the other thing that I've got here is a shawl that I don't remember the pattern that I was working on. And I've broken the yarn off for some reason. So I don't know what to do about that. I've no idea what I was doing with it. Feels amazing. This is like a 50-50 silk single. But I just, after that one with the mohair, I'm just not sure if I can mentally do another big project rip apart like that. Like, I just don't know if I'm, you know? Like, that's another one, that one there that I'm like, oh, that one's going to be hard. So I'm basically like tossing up between like these. Oh, and also there's a sock here that's going to get frogged. Oh, you guys, thanks for sitting with me while I do all of this. Oops, come on. Of course, we've got to have a knot at the end. Give another ball. Bring this guy over a bit. Let's do this one. Like some cheap wins, right? Alright, I think that's the last of the cheap wins. I think everything else involves frogging. I don't know what this is. It's definitely a wall. I have to say, I very much like the honeycombing that we get with this Ballwinder. And like, even this has been sitting here for some time now, it's still not pushed all the way in the middle. So it just shows me that the balls aren't being wound too tight. So I'd much rather a slower Ballwinder that winds the balls at the correct tension than a super fast one that rolls you some rocks. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do this one next. So let's reclaim the needles and the blinglets. Ball of random cream wool. I'm so not reading that out. All right, let's have a look, see if we've got the other end of this skein, this ball somewhere that we can work from. So that is coming from the middle. So do we have the outside? We do. I'll just help it along through this middle section that's really baggy. This yarn was one of my favorite hand dyes. So super happy to reclaim this one. And I don't have a full, like I don't have the full 100 grams of this one, I know that. Are you using Nostopini for the minis? Yeah. Not ye old. I don't have one in this video. I have one in a live stream the other day. I will dig it out for you. Because you can get them on Amazon. I would hold out though, because they go on special all the time. So I probably wouldn't. I mean, for electric Ballwinder, even their full price is cheap. But if you can save 40%, like why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Let me just. So the live stream, there was a live stream where I talked about that the thumbnail had cool tools or new tools or something on it. That one's got a link for it in there. If one of the mods, have got their hands free. It was like not this week's stream, maybe the stream before. I never thought to bring a link over. Sorry, Susanna. It makes perfect sense here. Like it perfect sense to have the link handy. I just didn't. And I've just got mine plugged into a power bank right now, but you can totally like clamp it onto your table and plug it into mains power if that's what you want to do. I can tell you the Ballwinder's much happier now that I'm not stopping and starting and stopping and starting. Yeah, I think I just did this one with speckles of like blue and teal and purple. Just on a white base. Or it's like I think I was using like a silver, but when you speckle it, it kind of goes like a darkish purple. Yeah, you don't have to watch the whole live stream, Susanna, but if you find it, you can just open up the description and it's just in the description. Oh, Kelly Pole, champion. There it is. Susanna, Kelly went hunting and found the link for you. Now, I know for us, we actually went directly to Caydo. Kelly put in a little group order for a couple of us locals because they had a special that they were super cheap for a start. I think they were like 40% off. But then if you hit like a certain point, it was free post. So it just made sense. Oh, no, come here, come on. We are so close. Jeez, I wish it was this fast to knit it. Let's see how it goes. We're coming up to the rib. No problem. Look at that. And it's a twisted rib and everything. Why did you stop? Now I know why you stopped, but there we go. One beautiful ball of my hand tied. Alrighty, I want to do one more. Are you guys up for one more? I want to do this one from Abby's. I want to get this one done. So let's claim the yarn, claim the stitch markers. I mean, claim the needles, claim the stitch markers. Alrighty. It looks like I was working from the outside of the ball this time. Nice. That'll make life a bit easier. Maybe. She says, hopefully. Alrighty. I did take a photo of the mountain of frogging beforehand. The photo's a little dark, but I did take it. How do I keep watching this and read the pattern I'm working on? I don't know. I don't know. Kerry says I've knit 1 whole centimetre of my jumper. And actually, I mean, I know that one's not beautiful, but that's enough, I think, for that one. Because I don't want to rewind the whole ball. I don't know if this yarn is all separate or if it's all... Like, it looks like I have cut it all off in little pieces. I'm thinking, is it worth claiming? Is it worth trying? Oh. Oh, it looks like this piece is all one big piece, so that'll be worth running through. So this section here on the outside, that looks like it's all one. So, maybe. Coffee is done. Bring over the tea. More interchangeables. Oh, and more. Look at that, I didn't even know that there were small blinglets on there. Blinglets. That's ready to roll. What are you? DPNs. The old Nancy's Knickknacks DPNs. Hold of these things were bloody fantastic. They're just cardboard, like a laminated cardboard. They're just so good. See you later, Angela. Have a great night. So claim the needles. Stuck. Wow. Those needles didn't want to give it up. I don't know what brand they are. Here's there's only 4 in the set, so not 5. Another one tucked in. Okay, no. Oh, we're nearly up to the knitting. Come out, little needle. We need you again. Stop. After the song. And we're up to the leg. Man, this looks amazing in one of these balls. Look at that. So cute. Oh, I'm not ready to give up yet, you guys. If you need to go, I get it, but I'm not ready to give up just yet. The mohair took me longer than I would like it to have taken. I didn't get through my pile as much as I wanted to. So I want to keep going at least for a little bit more. Like I don't think I'll do all the little triangles of this. I'll probably move over to the sock, but I want to see how much of this one comes out in one piece. It's such a gorgeous yarn that she dyed up. No, that's not a bad little mini skein there. Go there. Yeah, I think all these guys are... Oh, they might be... That one might be joined. Interesting. That'll be interesting to pull back. That looks like a little crown now. There's a crown. I should just wear that for the rest of the stream. I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't know how this one will go. This is very slinky. Bianca's relocating to the dining table. Excellent. That means watching an ad. You're welcome. Thanks, Bianca. I appreciate that. Oh dear. So you guys all still working away, or are you still mesmerized by the winding? Holly is weaving in the end to the socks made for her niece and fiance for their wedding gift. Oh, nice. Oops, come on, here we go. Watching, I've come up with a solution to my decrease issue. Oh, once you've tested it out, let us know. quickly. It just means I've put a few stitches at the start onto a cable needle to match up with the stitches for the decreases. Oh, awesome. This is another yarn that I absolutely am in love with and love how it looked knitted up. I just had no idea what the pattern was that I was working and no idea where the rest of the yarn was. Or why I cut off the white when I did. Because I don't know what the pattern was. So maybe it was meant to be cut off there and join on the next speckly or something. But it wasn't finished and there wasn't enough to cast off the edge. There is so much dust and like pet hair and just fluffs flying everywhere. My nose is really letting me know. And it's so soft and squishy as well. It's gorgeous yarn. I want it for something. I wonder if I have enough of it to make a top. Surely I definitely bought more than one ball if I was making a shawl out of it. Calm your farm, little Ballwinder. Okay, so maybe I unfolded it a bit early. It's like it's got some interesting shaping. Are you like... Yeah, I am actually. I know that it looks like I've had a couple of like little problems with it today, but part of it is because I don't have it clamped to a desk. Like if I had it clamped on, it'd be a totally different story, I think. But because of just how I wanted to ball wind and where I want to ball wind, that really does sort of limit my clamping options. I have noticed that as it gets heavier, it really wants to swing around more and it gets a bit more dancy. But if it was just clamped, this would not be happening. Damn sock set is a lavender variegated with 2 minis. Is that a bad thing? Like, I saw the photos of it. I don't hate it. But isn't it like... I thought the set was like amethyst or something, which to me I would expect like a like purples. NFA sock clubs and Valentine colorways opened up. I'm taking a peek. Just need a little minute, dear little thing. Look, we've only got this much left to go. We've got this. You can do this. The little garter tab. It's really not a bit fluffy. I am going to do this one last sock, you guys, and then I'm done, I think. Let us... This one's covered. Alright, let's find it. Because then that's all of the ones that could have been done with any kind of ease, plus a couple of trickier ones. Does the Ballwinder's motorway feel hot after the workout? Nope, it's totally cold. Totally cold. There's no warmth anywhere. So... So much fluffs everywhere. See you later, Emma. Yeah, I'm actually surprised as well, Knitspin Girls. I was expecting a bit of heat or a bit of warmth or something. I've made it work pretty dang hard. Oh, this is it. I'm doing this. This is the last one I'm doing, Kelly. That's why I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do this last one. So just this ball that I'm doing right now, that's the last one. Because the other, like this is going to be lots of little tiny pieces and that's got to be split into two. But that's it. Everything else has been done. So I just wanted to, you know, do this one thing so it felt like I've finished something. So, yeah, I don't think, yeah, everything else is done. Everything else that I pulled out is done. I'm tempted to leave my crown as a crown. No, I'm not gonna. I'm really gonna pull it out. Just not today. This is just some nitpicks I picked up in like the early days. It's like my first nitpicks order. So it's like a 4-ply sock yarn. Alrighty, we're coming up to the leg. You could turn it into a beanie. It's really baggy. It's really baggy. Like, I'm surprised it's staying on my head. That's how loose it is, so. It is the waistband of a jumper. Like, let's be real. Let's just knit a beanie if we're gonna knit a beanie. We are nearly done. Look at this, it's so close. I can hear my husband who's in the doorway telling Abby that I've got something weird on my head. It's my crown! It's my crown! He's just shaking his head. Oh. Abby, your voice is picked up on the microphone. All right, that's it. That's the last one. Done and dusted. Abby, go away. Good job. Yeah, let me have a feel. I can't feel any heat. I mean, it's not to say there's no heat inside, but nothing I can feel on the plastic outside is even remotely warm. That's cool. Good job, little Ballwinder. Oh my goodness. Wow. So much yarn, just so much dust. So much yarn everywhere. Far out. Celebratory tea sip. I'm really glad all my cups have got lids, or they'd just be like dust floating in them. I'm going to go and take an antihistamine. You guys, absolute champions for hanging out so long while I just finish that. I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to take an after photo, because it's just like going to take up no space on the desk compared to what it did, and look schmicko. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you got something done as well. I really feel like I've achieved something massive that's been messing with my brain. So thank you so much. And I will catch you all next time. Bye now.